Hello everyone, and welcome to our pop-up workshop about the 3 simple secrets to confident painting. Now, I promise that you're not going to need any paint. This is all about things in our head. So much about being creative and so much about painting is up in our heads. And so I've put this together because really what took me to becoming a confident painter took some little mindset shifts and some different things that really helped take me from where I was 10 years ago to where I am today. And I've seen it time and time again with our Creative Circle members, so I wanted to kind of bring some of those things to y'all. So as we're getting started, I wanted to say hi. I actually have real people clothes on since I'm not going to have brushes for you guys, so thank you. You're so sweet. I got to put on real clothes today. It's like I'm a grown-up. It's so much fun. Hi Eve, hi Mary. It is so good to see all of you. We're gonna let everyone kind of come in a little bit more. I want y'all to say where you are coming from. We are so excited to have you. And I do want to, before we get started, I wanted to apologize. Last night, there's now a feature on Facebook events where you can start a discussion, and we were not aware that this was a new feature, and we have no idea who started it, how it started it, but I heard a whole bunch of people wound up in a group chat. We did not initiate it. It did not come from our end. I was actually asleep last night by that point, and so I apologize. We will never, ever, ever rope everyone into a group discussion. So I apologize. We have now disabled that feature. That is not ever anything we want to do to anyone. We want y'all to be able to come and go as you please. This is always a no pressure, supportive environment. We will never, ever, ever hold your attention hostage. So once again, I apologize, and thank you so much, Rosemary and Laura, for popping in and explaining to everyone and that we did not know what was going on, and sometimes often technology gets the better of us. We do our best. We are human. Sometimes with this technology, I don't know about y'all, if it feels like when you have a newborn and you're like, yes, I've got this figured out. I feel like an amazing mom. And then it changes. It's like you get 3 days, you get the schedule down, you know how the naps are going, you know how the feeds are going, and then it changes and you have to figure it out again. So thank you so much for your grace and so much for your understanding. And please realize that if some crazy snafu happens, it is not our intention, and we try to rectify the situation as quickly as possible. So for all of y'all that got caught on a group chat yesterday, I am so apologetic. That was not our intention. And like I said, I was actually asleep at that point last night. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Hey, Laura. Hey, Marissa. Hey, Julie. Hey, Eve. Julie, you are actually live right now with us. I see your comments. Sue, good to see you. And Pat, good to see you. All right, so I am going to go ahead and switch to our presentation. Oops, and I had already... All right, so the 3 secrets to confident painting. Confident painting really is so much in our heads. All it takes, it doesn't take much. It's really 3 simple topics. I mean, if you want to have your best year yet creatively, and by best year, I don't mean even your best work. We never achieve our best work. I hate to tell you this, but we are always working towards better and better and better. I hope we never peak. I hope we never have our best, because it means we're still going. It means we're still exploring. It means we're still finding new things. So, and the other thing is we all set our goals on the 1st of January, and how many people decided they were going to go to the gym on January 1st and are still going to the gym and it's already the 20th? I mean, goals are so hard. So let's take a moment and like, let's lower our expectations. And let's like lower the bar and really be realistic about everything. So what if I told you that the secret to confident painting really came down to only 3 things? And right here, I want to show you an example of one of our members in the Creative Circle that this is in 1 year. Esther Skinner is one of our incredible members, and in 1 year, she said that she went from painting watercolors and she wasn't confident in them to, in just a year, she was really working her colors. She was pushing her shadows, she was pushing her highlights, she was pushing her color theories, and really finding herself as an artist. And that was just in 1 year. And that's not, it wasn't rocket science. It wasn't like anything crazy or insane. It was really 3 simple things that can help you get there. It's really that simple. Now, these 3 things I'm serious, they're really, really simple. But if you really focus on these things, they'll get you there. So the first thing is paint a lot. The second thing that you're going to want to do is to try new things. And then the third thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find your circle. You're going to want to find your cheerleaders. You're going to want to find your tribe, whatever you want to call them. You're going to want to find your people. So if you paint a lot, if you try new things, and then you find your people, you're going to feel so much more confident in your painting and your abilities. I know, Esther's just totally amazing. She's such a wonderful spirit. We love having her. So the first thing I want you to do is, and don't set a goal. We're talking about intentions here. Don't say, I'm going to paint 50 minutes every day. Let's lower the bar. Let's just say, I just want to paint a lot. And so what is a lot? Let's just say it's more than what you're doing previously, And painting a lot, you're going to make so much progress. And it doesn't have to be big things. Like, start out, if you're a brand new beginner, start out with step-by-step tutorials. Start out very simply. As you progress, as you get more comfortable, try tackling a 30 or 100-day project, but even then be gentle about it. Don't say, I'm going to do 30 paintings in 30 days, or I'm going to do 100 paintings in 100 days. Just say, I'm just going to do 30 paintings. And don't make it a time constraint. Like, be gentle on yourself. But if you start taking a little bit of this time for creativity every day, if you paint a little bit every day, you're gonna see so much progress. It's really incredible what happens. So here's an example. About 10 years ago, I did my first 100-day project, and I didn't say that I was going to do, I think I wound up taking like 6 months to do this. So I did like 100 paintings over 180 days. And by the end of it, I will tell you I was really tired of the subject matter, but I mean, look at day 1. My shadows are really soft. My brushwork isn't super confident. I'm kind of just trying things out. But by the time I got to day 100, I was pushing the colors. I was popping the colors. I was popping the brushwork. I knew what I was doing. Getting the reps in helps make you so much more confident. Laura, my daughter and my best friend, always tell me what I do is great. That's awesome. So the next thing that you can do is, instead of painting a lot, like if you're just starting off, follow step-by-step tutorials. There's YouTube, there's so many free options out there, but follow step-by-step tutorials if you're just starting. So you can do YouTube, you can buy classes on Skillshare, you can join us every Tuesday at noon. We do our own lunchtime paint break, so if you join us at noon, that's free. And if you text HEY to 727-732-3086. We'll let you know when we go live, and you can paint along. And if you paint along, you start learning the steps, and it does take time, but if you follow along, you'll eventually get comfortable enough so that you can anticipate what the next steps are. You'll get to the point where you start learning how to improvise. You know, it's like you follow the music, you play the music, you play Mary Had a Little Lamb, and then before you know it, you can start playing jazzy Mary Had a Little Lamb. You know, it's you can start throwing something in there the more you learn. But first, you know, you have to follow along. And just so y'all know, this is going to remain a replay. We're going to leave this up. So if you don't catch this, you can catch the replay. So after you've been doing step-by-step tutorials, you've been painting a lot, you're feeling, you know, you want to take your paintings to the next level. You still, you know some, but you want to be more self-confident. I would suggest tackling a 30 or 100-day project. And I wanted to show a couple of examples of 30 or 100-day projects that our members have done, so that you can realize it doesn't have to be, there's so many ways to do it. So for example, Barb, one of our members, she is just doing 100 days of painting. And on the right here, you see she did, one of the days of painting was color swatches and revisiting the color wheel. That is painting. We don't have to sit down and finish a painting every day. Like some days I sit down and I just play with brush strokes. I don't worry about the outcome. I just play. Some days I pour ugly paint on a piece of paper and see what happens. Do I have anything finished? No. Do I have something beautiful? No. Did I try a thing? Yeah. That's painting. That counts. I got my hands dirty. It was only 10 minutes. It was only 15 minutes. Some days I just sit and mix colors. That counts. Is painting, and painting a lot. You're learning new skills. You're honing your skills. Now, Bridget, she started a 100-day project, and she did like 100 paintings in 100 days, and she did a fabulous job of it. And so I just kind of wanted to highlight her here, and so that's another way that you can do it. If you feel up to the challenge and you know you have the time, that's a great way to do it. And so we have another member, Laura Wetz, and she has been working on this 100-day project for a while now, and I love what she's been doing because she's been doing 100 days of running trails. This is so incredible because it shows her and her spirit. She's a runner. She loves to run. So along her runs, she'll take photo references, and then eventually she'll paint them. And it doesn't have to, it's not 100 runs and 100 days and 100 paintings. That's a lot. It's as she finds a good reference photo, as she finds a view on a trail that she likes, she takes a picture of it, and then she paints it. And once again, it's something she truly enjoys. So it's her voice. And we've been watching her style develop. She's on day now 43 and 44. So she's been doing this for, I think over a year now. And I've just loved watching Laura's voice emerge. And I've just loved seeing what she does. So it's been absolutely incredible. So one of these projects is a great way to start kind of taking your skills and honing them even more, and it gives you a little bit of a focus. So if you pick a topic, it gives you a little bit of a focus to help take you, figure out what you want to work on. Mel, so when I say 100 days, I don't necessarily mean consecutively. My first 100-day project, I picked a topic. I picked 100 houses, and I picked 100 houses, and I did it over about 6 months. So that's over 180 days. I just had painting number 1, painting number 2, but they were all houses. Now by day 100, I was a little tired of houses, but it formed this beautiful collection of work by the end of it. So Julie has this great comment. She says, my problem is I really need to get back into painting, but all I do is look at my work area, which is a hot mess. I so understand this so deeply, and walk right past it. I'm afraid of failure. It's been many years since you picked up a brush. She cries. She misses it so much. So first of all, Julie, we are cheering you on. And second of all, we have something special for all of y'all if you stick around to the end, or we're going to be posting an email link. We have some creative ways to help you get unstuck. So if you are stuck and feeling like you can't quite get there, we have some ideas for you, and we're going to be sending it to you guys for attending. So we have a bonus for you afterwards, so stick around, and we're also going to be throwing an email link up there for you. But Julie, we are cheering you on so much, and sometimes we also have those seasons where it's really hard, and we just need to kind of like knock it loose and understand that, you know, we might not be painting the art that we want. We're just getting going, and that makes all the difference. So after you have, after you've been painting a lot, so that's the first thing that you want to do is paint a lot. And then once you've been just painting a lot, try bringing in new things, because this will help you figure out your unique style. So, you know, try new things to help discover your style. What is a style? Try different mediums, try different techniques, try journaling to see what resonates with you. So try watercolor, try pencil, try oil pastel, try oils, try acrylics, try different techniques. You know, try light washes, try heavy paint, try scraping away, try building up, try, I like to say, painting with alternative things like a fork, or not just a brush, your fingers, your toes, all these different things that you can do to try mixing it up some. And then journaling is like, start thinking about what resonates with you, because as you go, you'll find, as you start journaling, you'll start tapping into what makes you uniquely you, and that will start emerging as your style. So, you know, really start thinking about, like I said, start thinking about what resonates with you. Start thinking about what you like and what you don't like. And this is a super simple concept, but do more of what you like and do less of what you don't like. So don't necessarily, I mean, we all have to do step-by-step processes, and we all have to do things step-by-step to learn from somebody in order to develop our own voice. But you get to a certain point and you need to start thinking about you and what parts you like, because there's always going to be parts that resonate with you and then parts that don't, because we are not the same as any other person. So, you know, it's like, think about a cooking recipe that you like, that somebody had, but then you add a little more, say it's a pot roast recipe. You add a little more of one herb, a little less of another, and you make it your own a little bit, you know, then it becomes yours. And this process, it doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. The more you lean into who you are, and the more you lean into what really truly resonates with you, the more confident you will become in your painting. When you're following someone else, you're not going to be as confident because you're kind of doing what you think they should do. But when you start leaning into yourself and you start doing what truly resonates with you, your style will start coming out and it will start emerging, and you'll get more confident. And it does take time. And it also evolves. So who I was at 22 is not who I am now. Like, the things I liked at 22 are different, or at 16. I mean, I loved lime green at 16. Now I like maybe little hints of lime green. maybe not an entire room with lime green walls. I wanted lime green walls. Thank goodness my mother would not let me paint my bedroom lime green, because I don't know that I could have ever found solitude in that room. It would have been so loud. But I thought I loved lime green at 16. At my age now, do I love it so much? Small doses. We learn moderation as we get older. You know, we improve with age, right? So things evolve. So here's a great example of how my paintings have evolved. 10 years ago, I was painting the painting on the left. This was me I had learned from people. I'd taken workshops from some fabulous artists. I thought I wanted to be a people painter. I thought I wanted to be a cityscape painter. And I was following other people, and I also hadn't yet really dived into what I loved. But the more I started thinking about what I liked about what I was painting, the more I started like playing with color, playing with line, playing with composition, the better I became as an artist. So 10 years later, Pat had an entire lime green kitchen. That's great. I love that. As I started leaning into who I was as an artist, my work has evolved. So over the last 10 years, it's changed a lot. I've also improved my skills. So I can say what is in my head so much better than I could 10 years ago, because I've worked on my technical skills as I've really self-examined about what I like as an artist. So, I mean, my line work has gotten so much better. My brush work has gotten so much better. I've gotten more confident in my technical ability with a brush. And I've also gotten way more confident in my color. Like, a lot of these colors on the left are kind of muddy. My blending's kind of muddy. None of this pops. If I were to do that painting on the left again, it would be so different because I've evolved, you know? And we as people evolve. You know, we change, we grow, our tastes change, we see, experience new things, and all that comes into our art. All of that influences our art. Lisa, how would I describe my style? You know what? I don't like to describe it because it evolves. And sometimes it's a little bit more expressionistic, sometimes it's more impressionistic, sometimes it's a little bit more abstract. I don't like to pigeonhole it because it's whatever it is, it's me. It's uniquely me. And I don't think it's right to have it like specifically go with any one movement. So I don't necessarily describe my style as any one thing. So as you're trying new things, as you're doing step-by-step instructions, as you're journaling and finding yourself as an artist, I highly recommend this book. It's called Steal Like an Artist, and it's by Austin Kleon, and you can find it on Amazon. This is not, I am not an affiliate. I get no money from telling y'all about this book. I just think it's a valuable resource. It really teaches you how to develop your voice as an artist and the difference between finding yourself and getting inspiration from other artists versus copying other artists, because nothing resonates and nothing will be as successful as you and who you truly are. And even if you're one of a twin, you're not the exact same as your twin. Like, there will be differences. You are a unique individual, and so your most powerful, purest work is going to be the one that reflects you, not somebody else, not the choices they're making, not the things they're doing. And I always encourage our members to find their true artist and not to, yes, learn from me, learn from my techniques, but to build their voice, because that's the strongest thing we have. And that is the one thing that is ours, that is no one else's, is our story. So I just kind of wanted to share a couple within the Creative Circle. We have 600 people, and we're all doing skill builders and demos and paintings together, but everyone has their own unique style, and I think it's pretty cool to see some different styles. So here are two of our members. We have Rose Houlihan, and she just did this winter scene, and I love the colors that she used, and she always posts really incredible work that really shows her spirit and shows her style. And Agnes is another one of our members, and she always has really great things that reflect who she is as an artist. And so I just wanted to kind of throw a couple shout outs in there to a couple of our Creative Circle members, and how much we have really enjoyed seeing their journey. And then we have Diana. She did this painting of some flowers and absolutely love it. And then you look at Andrea, and these are two people that are learning side by side and learning together, and look at how different their styles are. And it's really incredible to see how we can learn the same techniques, learn the same principles of art, learn the basics of art, and when you take it into yourself and figure out what you like and what you don't like, how we can really form our own unique style, and how no two people are the same. I do want to stress this. And the most powerful style is yours. It's not mine. It's not Picasso's. It's not Monet's. It's yours. Your story is the most important and the most precious. And you're the only one that can truly tell your story. So now that we've talked about painting a lot, and now that we've talked about how you try new things to find your voice, let's talk about the third way to gain confidence in your painting. I want you to grab some cheerleaders. And here's a dirty little secret. I was actually a cheerleader in high school. I was a cheerleader in high school. Don't tell anyone. But grab some cheerleaders. And by cheerleaders, I don't mean, by cheerleaders, I don't necessarily mean the people that are going to tell you, it doesn't have to be your family, it doesn't have to be your friends, it doesn't have to be somebody that's telling you you're great all the time. When I say cheerleaders, I mean people that are going to support you. They're going to help you when you're feeling doubt, but they're also going to kind of tell you how it is, like if you're looking for, like I'm stuck, somebody help tell me why I'm stuck, tell me how to improve this. They'll also give you real advice. That's what a cheerleader is. They're like the good friend that will help keep you from dating the wrong guy, for example. So, and a lot of times that's not family. A lot of times that's not your close friends. So find those people, whether it's online, you can find local art groups. We have both our free Learn, Paint, and Grow community, and we have the Creative Circle. Those are all available resources to you. Find a local buddy that'll say, hey, how's your art coming along? I just want to ask you about your art. I have found both online communities and in-person communities. I love being a part of the Creative Circle, even as a teacher, because y'all hold me accountable. Y'all make sure I show up all the time. I've also done things like finding a group that is better than you. So I've taken workshops with artists that I think are better than me. Right now, I'm in this wonderful mastermind of artist entrepreneurs that I think are better than me. They're better than me at business. And when you find people that are better than you, you rise. So find a group that is better than you and will help pull you up. Because if they're truly supportive, you learn things from them. When you seek out people that are more accomplished than you, that are super supportive of you, you learn habits, you learn shortcuts, you learn ways to do things that are easier. And it really helps you level up whatever you're doing, whether you're talking about life, business, art, anything. You learn about new techniques. You learn about like supplies that make life so much easier. You learn about a way to set up your studio so that you're finally organized. You learn all kinds of things. And so find a group that is better than you so that you can learn from them. And then, once you find that group, I challenge you to give back and be a cheerleader to others. So once you're feeling confident, complete that circle. You found a group, they cheered you on, they made you better. Now you give back. Tell others what you know. Give back and cheer other people on. Help other people through their doubt. Be the cheerleader that you wish others are. And it's by this circle that we all get better together. We all give back. It's this abundance and this generosity and this lack of competition that really makes us all better. It helps bring more joy into the world. It truly helps make the world a better place because we can help other people tap into themselves and their stories, and we give each other confidence, and we're there for each other, and we support one another. And that there's nothing feels better than when you feel good about yourself. And when you feel good about yourself and your cup is full, then you can give to others. When we're tired, we're exhausted, we feel like we're giving and nothing's coming back, we don't have any more to give. I know that's when I feel exhausted as a wife, as a mother, as a friend. That's when you get resentful. That's when you feel like you're owed something. But when our cups are full, it overflows to others. So find better people, find good situations, find people that give you energy, and then when your cup is overflowing, give back and let's pass it on. So, all this being said, it doesn't take a lot to gain confidence in your artwork. Like, all of our stories are so important, and it doesn't take much. We have these super high expectations. None of us start out with masterpieces. I showed you guys what I was doing 10 years ago. That was not a masterpiece. It was, I hate bringing out that painting because it's not what I'm doing now. I've evolved past that. I've learned more. My techniques are better. My composition's better. It's all gotten better, and I've gotten more confident because I do these three things. I paint a lot. I paint almost every single day. But not every day, but I do paint a lot. Like, I'd say probably 3 to 5 days a week I get to paint. I get brush to paper one way or another. So develop your voice. Try new things. Start thinking about your story. Start thinking about what makes you different. What makes you different from your sister, from your sibling, from your friend? You have had a unique experience. Nobody has had the exact same experience that you have had, and that makes you special. Like, we are all unique beings, and we all have a different story to tell. Your best friend who you love, you might like to paint, and they might have no interest in painting. That makes you different. That doesn't, just because they like to do something different, that doesn't make you any less. Or maybe they like very neutral colors and you like very bright colors. Like, that just shows we're all unique. That just makes you who you are. That makes your story and not somebody else's. So, and then you find your cheerleaders. So you find the people that lift you up, support you, and then tell it like it is. And then once you feel confident and you're doing it, give back and become a cheerleader yourself. So if you do these three things, you'll find this amazing circle of abundance. You'll find this circle of creativity. You'll find you don't run out of ideas. You'll find you have an endless supply of ideas. And your cup will truly overflow. It will just be, you'll have so much you want to do and not enough time, and that's a beautiful place to be. All right, losing my mouse here. So, you know, if you're looking to paint a lot more, I wanted to let you know that we have our lunchtime paint breaks Tuesday at noon. When they are free. So if you would like to know when we go live, text HEY to 727-732-3086. Additionally, you know, there's YouTube. Search YouTube if you want step-by-step painting tutorials, if you want inspiration, if you want things like that. If you're looking for a wonderful community, I would say join the waitlist for the Creative Circle, which is our VIP experience. We have an incredible community. We have learning, we have all kinds of stuff. So I would say join that waitlist. There's a lot of resources out there to help you get going. And you know, if you are feeling stuck, if you have the January doldrums, if the weather is getting you down, if you're having a hard time just getting going, we are dropping a link in the comments, and we will send you, I have about 6 ideas of just some things that you can do to kind of shake things up a little bit. They're all very simple. They are all there to help you get going, to help you get painting. So if you want to drop, you can click on the link, drop your email, and we will send that to you. We have, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Getting going and painting, it doesn't matter what the product is. It doesn't matter how spectacular it is. It just matters that you get a brush out and you put it on paper. And it doesn't even have to be canvas. It can just be paper, and it can be ugly. It can be something you never want to show anyone. The hardest part is just getting going. So I would challenge you. I would gently, as your cheerleader, say, just sit down, pull out some paper, pull out some paint. Just mix some colors. Just practice mixing colors. Do a color wheel. Do something super, just, I don't know, like I do squiggles sometimes. Like I just sit down and do squiggles. We just had something in the Creative Circle where I opened my last 10 years of sketchbooks, and I showed everyone how sometimes I sat down and I couldn't get going, so I wrote a grocery list. I wrote down a to-do list, and then I had a little pencil sketch of an idea. Like I would write, sometimes I would just write down a list of things that inspire me. Just get going. Let's lower the bar. Let's not make this a big thing. Like just start going, and you'll find your confidence builds the more you sit down and get going and do things. It's really this wonderful circle. It's really absolutely incredible. And we are here to cheer you on, whether you join us on Tuesdays for lunchtime paint breaks, or you eventually join the Creative Circle, or you know, you're just in Learn, Paint, Grow. Like, we are cheering you on, and we just want to see your creativity shine. Because I truly believe art is for everyone, and I want everyone's story to matter. And so this is the first thing we're doing over the next few months that's totally free, open to the public, and we want to do it to help encourage everyone getting going. Next month, we're going to be doing a little thing where we help you prepare for a 30-day challenge. So keep your eye on the lookout. We're going to be doing, I'm trying to come up with a name with it. I do colors, I do pictures. Words are not my strong suit, but we're going to be doing a little 5-day get in gear so that you can do a 30-day painting challenge with us. So if you'd like to know more about that, just keep on checking us out, like our page, comment on it, share it, help spread the word. And then in March, we're going to be doing a 31-day painting challenge, but we're going to make it super, super simple. And you can either do it yourself or you can follow along with us, whatever you feel like doing. So we have some great free to the community things coming up that we want to do to encourage you to get going, find your creativity, start finding your style. So once again, check in at noon on Tuesday. We're going to have our lunchtime paint break. It's free as it airs, and then if you want the reference photos and the replays, you can always join our Painting of the Week club. Thank you all so much, and I will see you at noon on Tuesday. All right, y'all. Have a fabulous afternoon. This has been so incredible. Eve, it was good to see you. Susan, thank you. Thank you, Nancy. I so appreciate y'all and your energy and your spirit. Let's keep this going into the new year and not overly pressure ourselves. Let's keep it joyful and fulfilling. All right, y'all. Have a great